interested.
Just as I expected.
I've made a lot of concessions for you, as I've said. I've experienced a lot of games that didn't necessarily interest me, but I gave them a shot. I've listened to quite a few different types of music that you have recommended, but...
When do I recommend music?
You were one of the first people who listened to much of the Beatles that I ever listened to. You were the one who introduced me to Weird Al when I was like 9. I mean, going all the way back, I've listened to...
introduced me to GQ, Raocow.
And even Raocow took you a while to be interested in.
At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter.
What do you mean?
You introduced who to more stuff.
What I'm saying is, it seems like there's a lot of times where I want to try and suggest stuff to you, and you just blow it off. Whereas I at least try when you suggest stuff to me. We even did Mega Man, and I told you flat out long ago.
Are you okay?
In fact, it actually ended up in you not liking a Mega Man game that you used to like near as much as you
I
used
still
to.
love it. I just think it's overrated. Game, even if it's not good.
Oh, I absolutely agree with things that you don't think are good. I still enjoy the Super Mario Brothers movie.
I still live with Izzy. I respect that.
Be careful, everyone!
I find that weird because
I realize the best word for it is I respect.
its 90s-ness. It's the most, like, unabashedly 90s thing I've ever seen.
I respect is that it's freaking weird.
It is definitely weird.
And it is not afraid of it is not ashamed of it.
I
Doesn't play it safe.
I also watched the, digitally, or the remastered HD version of the 1986 anime. I actually thought that it was lost, and someone found, in a dumpster, old film rolls of it and restored it
Be careful,
using
everyone!
those film reels that would have been lost forever.
Sorry.
They must have found them not long after
It was a fire dumpster.
it was in Japan.
Sonic Sword
It would have been quick.
Well, Japan's also way too long to advance. They probably have cryo dumpsters.
No, because they actually have a lot of anime that are lost. I was watching the whole video.
I lost me into
It's so sad, but it's also fascinating.
I am very sentimental, so that's okay.
Oh yeah, no, I hate the idea that stuff. I actually just wrote an essay on it that I'm submitting to the magazine.
Out of my sight!
Why are you a ghost? Why can't I damage you right?
They're ghosts because they die.
You may not have even chosen to do it.
They probably didn't.
Frequently, though.
Number 7.
See, they all banter there.
Oh yeah, there's some banter. Yeah.
He hates it.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
No.
Dwarven vows are the worst.
No, it's because it's a Sailor Moon vow.
Is Sailor Moon secretly a dwarf?
No, dwarves are secretly Sailor Moon. All of them are individual Sailor Moons. There are so many Crystal Tokyos.
To punch more teddy bears and swords.
It's a true situation that we all go through at one point in our life. Needing to. Specifically.
Turning into ghosts, which are resistant to normal attacks and need magic.
I mean, you can always run away if they have nothing to give you.
Ghosts. Then he is afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, but this isn't Ghostbusters anyway.
To be fair,
He's not making any money off
I'm
of
not
busting
afraid
it.
of the lack of presence of ghosts.
I mean, no ghost is a strange thing to be afraid of.
We must.
I mean, unless it's because you have, like,
Are you
a
okay?
weird sense of loneliness and even ghosts count as company to you. So the idea of even not having ghosts makes
if
you
you're-
depressed.
Or if you're the Ghostbusters and you've got a ghost quota to meet, you might be afraid of not getting enough ghosts.
I mean, they can't pay the rent if they don't to remove some ghosts.
So really, they should be.
So they are afraid of no
Or
ghosts.
at least they should be afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, they
'Cause
should.
if
They should have the presence of mind to realize that their business is 100% dependent on the idea of there being ghosts.
Right. If they have no ghosts, then they're gonna go bankrupt.
Yeah. Unless they're not afraid of bankruptcy either.
Right. Which is so.
Yeah, maybe they're just like free spirits and don't care anything about money. They
I
don't
doubt
really
it.
need their headquarters. They just can. I mean, maybe
You're
the
doing it for
ghost.
fun.
Maybe the ghost was the friends we made along the way.
Okay, I'm done with the sword.
They just need to beat up teddy bears.
That way it feels good. But yes.
Izzy's a huge advocate of stuffed animal use in this game.
I suppose I never really specifically engage in one-on-one conversation with much of anybody on the internet. I might just say no, I don't. Izzy can attest to this.
Don't do it either.
Neither of you are afraid of no
You're
ghosts.
going down.
The internet.
Get him! Hammer!
See, and that's the biggest problem I have is I join places to have group conversations, and nobody in those groups talks. I mostly know heavily introverted people, but want to be more extroverted myself. I just happen to be shoehorned into an introverted community all the time.
I end up in a whole bunch of really noisy places. Noisy people.
Oh.
Well, they butt into your business, so that's how you get to know them.
Fair. Accurate.
Be careful, everyone.
It's not about me. I don't feel there's concern any
Well, there.
commonality between them.
Okay, so when we talk, do we ever always have to have the same subject all the time?
No.
I beg
Well, then why would it matter if the group doesn't have a specific topic?
that was easy.
I don't figure out what causes servers to be talking. And I feel generally the best way is to unite them over a particular subject. Because that in itself will invite conversation.
Are you okay?
Together.
I'm in at least 3 game communities where off-topic is
Ready?
Yes. But they were brought together. They were brought together by
Wait, no.
But like I said earlier,
there's certain communities.
like I said, I am an ambivert who happens to be surrounded by introverts.
Because certain interests or such are more likely to
Just as I expected.
And also because while I am an ambivert, I am traditionally shy when it comes to opening up. And so I can small talk all day, but I can't have conversations with people often.
Whereas I'm just shy about things.
Let's begin the
I
research.
can have conversations all you want. But if you try to small talk with me.
I can't concentrate.
It really depends on the definition of style.
Are you okay?
I do not like frivolous talk.
The biggest problem I have is most of the time when I find more active servers, people seem really keen on wanting to talk a lot about politics and religion.
I find no such thing.
Oh, I find it a lot.
Alright, let's
Very
go.
baffling. There's something that is pursuing such reasons unknown to me,
Well,
but they flee from it.
I'm sure you could talk to at least 2 of the servers that I know we're a part of, and you could get plenty of people ranting about X or Y politicians.
These are more philosophy. You can't complete enforcement. As long as politics exists.
Alright.
But no. I do need to open up to you. I believe this.
I'm kind of sad this game doesn't have color swapping too. I feel like slimes could be different colors.
Let's get started.
I don't want to fight swords. I want to fight the evil teddy bear. What?
It's like when we were having the issue where I finally got the zombie item and all I wanted was bees and I kept finding zombies. He made that joke really
He's an intimidating.
Angel feathers.
He's undesirable.
It's really funny because I tend to say and mean I don't judge because I don't have that kind of energy.
That was pathetic.
I don't understand how people can judge. I don't have that much time not judging myself because of how self-deprecating I am. What?
If you judge them, being self-deprecating does not preclude judgment. Self-deprecating,
Is judgment.
yeah.
That's what I said. I said I've spent too much of my energy judging me. I don't have that energy to judge other people.
The question how much energy it takes to
One
judge.
fight after another.
That's it.
Here.
I don't know about that. If you look at, like, if I were to post what is a moderately neutral take online in the right circumstances, such as, for example, when I have said I don't ever intend to buy another Nintendo game console, you can get Nintendo fanboys lose their mind over that.
Is this not judgment?
That is judgment. That's what I'm saying. They're using all that energy to harass someone who they're never gonna talk to again. They just happen to
But
see
also,
this post.
your view on Nintendo is a judgment. You have cast judgment on the company, not the person.
Yeah, but I won't judge a person,
Ready?
say, based on who they're attracted to, or based on their immutable characteristics, or if they have some sort of disability. I will care, however, if, say, every weekend they go out and murder somebody. Yes, I'm gonna judge you over something like that.
Yeah. But also, rolling back, you were judging the people that were bothering you.
No, I find it funny. I'm not saying that they're expressly bad people or whatever. I just find it funny they use that much energy on such a topic.
You can be judging something without saying they're bad or good.
Okay, well, when I say I won't judge, I'm saying I won't have a negative opinion on someone as a person based on these. I mean, in the literal sense, it's basically impossible not to do judging. It's just a survival tech. But what I'm saying is I won't waste energy considering a person horrible or whatever for something that they and I can do nothing. That's what I mean by I won't judge.
Hurting is
The
will
idea,
judge people for their actions.
yeah, the idea that there are people who use their energy hating on someone for their opinions or their immutable characteristics when they don't harm anybody generally seems like a pretty stupid idea.
Oh, well.
Reinforcements, huh?
Sorry.
I want to beat up on the bears until all I'm getting is
Wants to believe that bears exist. How come the teddy bear looks more like a bear than the bear?
All that the bears of this world.
Yeah, and the bear in this world does not look like a bear. It looks like a werewolf.
Keep working on it, okay?
What if...
I was talking earlier, though, on the topic of shutting things down. I felt myself forced onto the defense.
Yeah, humans do that. That's the thing.
Well, I think that's something that both of us do, where
Right.
when someone disagrees, they feel like they need to, save face and sound more like they're coming from the middle ground.
Teddy bear.
That's the problem. These people know each other, so they shouldn't be reacting to each other. It still keeps
Well, as one of my my friends recently. Yeah,
The head is too small.
that's the bear, supposedly.
That's like a boss.
It looks like a werewolf.
Is that a boss?
No.
No, it's just
It
a
should
reg.
be.
In fact, it's a pretty boring enemy, all things
He has
considered.
metal claws for no reason.
It has higher reach, and it probably does a lot of physical damage. But by the time you encounter them, they're not necessarily a huge.
Yeah, well, neither of us are open.
That will communicate both ways.
Well, unless you have like a
All right.
conversation stop valve, where like all of it goes one way and none of it goes the other way, because the stop valve will keep it from
We must.
flowing the other way. Stop valve.
Ready? Whoops.
It's called therapy.
Go to CIA.
Are you okay? First.
The CIA gets all of your information. You don't get any of theirs. By design.
You picked the wrong guy.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be the intelligence.
Milk.
You dropped milk.
You.
Why?
Because babies.
Oh, him Babby?
You. It's too bad that milk's so hard to get because milk is delicious.
Opinions.
Depends on the milk.
I love milk.
Gross milk is gross.
Well, old milk doesn't count. That's not real milk anymore.
it's cheese.
I need one more animal from the enemy.
Cookies. Probably not. Sounds like only dropping beans.
Well, cookies could be ingredients.
Give a mouse a cookie.
And you start a book that has a meme that is, please give a bitch a break.
I agree with Izzy.
Be careful.
Yeah, no, it shows that it gives a mouse a cookie and his arms are wide open and it says, please give a bitch a break. I try so hard, I'm tired all the time on it.
Item.
They shouldn't possibly own the internet.
Me, almost all the time.
Let's look to the comments.
Are you okay?
I didn't have any real dismount from that response.
Just as I expected.
Now, why don't you keep dropping that?
Yeah, well, I mean, milk's good.
Milk is bears. Oh, there's a nail on the floor.
What? Hand me.
Tiny nail. It could have killed my leg.
I don't know how it would have gotten over there, what it would have come from.
I don't know, but I'm not resistant to steel.
Let's get started.
Not a lot of things.
What resists steel?
Steel, water,
Actually, not water. Fire resists steel? I thought it was just strong as well.
no, it goes both ways.
First.
Well, it's actually several things resistant to steel.
It's just steel resists everything it doesn't resist.
How do you stab fire or water?
Do you know that in Japan?
Fire and water both can use steel.
No, I mean like with steel, you take a sword, you stab the water. Nothing.
Well, most fire and water types are not made of those things. In fact, almost none of them.
Let's get started.
Most ground types are not made of dirt.
Right.
Hitting with electricity,
Rock types, steel types are more or less made of.
Although
Yeah.
there are rock types that have magnets in their head, which means there's steel in them, but they're still only rock type and not steel type.
When they evolved, then they. In Japan, the spear match is called Comet Punch.
But there's already one called
Yes. In Japan, Comet Punch is consecutive
No action.
actions. Which makes sense, but it still doesn't make sense why it's not fighting type.
Comet Punch isn't fighting type, it's a normal type.
Yes.
consecutive normal punch.
So you can't stab with Comet Punch. It's not fighting type.
Spear thrust. Are you ready?
Oh, you can't TM that.
Barrier.
I mean, they have some really lousy TNs.
So Comet and Soft Boiled were some of the
Morbid
earliest
Blow number
signature
7.
moves.
Justice
Kinesis,
and love
which
will
is
always win.
Flash, the
I
worst.
hate that
Developing
scene.
in Flash, so I think Kinesis is the worst signature move. And I think
Especially because Flash isn't like,
it's good.
yeah, it's not even
It's
like,
just worst sand attack.
yeah. So in other words, Kinesis is worse sand attack.
Yes, it's a signature move. And sand attack is not a rare move.
Yeah, it's
Or
actually
an
very
amazing
common.
move.
Barrier.
It's only good when used by the enemies.
Or in like doubles.
Right, and it's not good. No, it's not good. Evasion boosted. Because it's just so
Pancake time. Stalagmite.
the strategy revolving around it is just a pure luck strategy.
Learned your lesson.
Why is evasion boosting poor sportsmanship?
Because it encourages relying on luck, which it's frowned upon.
But there's an entire trainer type called Gambler.
So,
Are
that's
you okay?
not relevant.
Are you saying that the trainers are unsportsmanlike? To be fair, there was the Mafia.
I mean, it has nothing to do with that.
I know, I was just trying to be silly.
I beg of you.
That also actually is not a justification, taking from a serious topic or any topic with humor.
I mean, to be fair,
Unless you really
that
wanna
was
get
not
out.
a serious topic.
Sorry.
I was being serious about it.
Yeah, the topic itself is one that I have zero input on because I don't play the mainline games at all.
No.
I don't play any of the main Pokemon games. I know basically nothing after Red and Blue.
And there's the when I back out of these things, a lot of it's because I just sad.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to respond to. I mean, I asked why, and you gave me an answer. That's basically the end of that kind of thing.
It goes both ways. Because it seems insurmountable, but there's evidence that it is. Or at least that it doesn't need to happen.
Reveal thy glory. Angel feathers.
Angel Feathers.
Yes.
It's a really cool move, except that it takes forever to use.
Yeah, it's like micro missiles, but made of magical energy feathers, which
And they're rainbow.
I do like it.
I like rainbows.
I'm fine with rainbows. What's up?
Contemplating the nature
Let's
of
get this
conversation
over
and
with.
how to word my current thought. It may not be accurate.
Reveal thy glory. Angel feathers.
Conversation can follow a handful of different types. One of them is discourse, where both sides have a viewpoint that they're stating, and thusly it's a back and forth. The other is a statement or somebody trying to clarify, in which case it's one person communicating and the other person pointing out where they are missing information.
We do that a lot, right?
Well, yes. Other than that, I cannot think of, well, small talk. Small talk, I wouldn't really count as communication first.
Well, I think that another big part of it, and where things like the stream come in, is stream of consciousness, where it's just kind of whatever thoughts are coming to your head, just rock going.
It sounds unreliable.
I wouldn't say it's reliable, but
Whirlwind.
it's just like if I'm reacting to something on the screen, it might break off from the conversation, but it's because
What I was gonna say, maintain. First conversation starts into another. It's
Just as I expected.
I mean, yes.
Be careful, everyone.
My favorite
Okay.
And the other thing to keep in mind is, again, a lot of it comes down to seeming one-sidedness of interest. I will at least humor interest on a topic more often than see that. If I, for example, were to talk about wrestling, Izzy will at least kind of meet me halfway on that, where he doesn't know a whole lot about it, but he can humor the idea and he enjoys athletics. If I talk to you about it, you're like, I don't know anything about wrestling except SmackDown 2.
At the same time, you can never tell when somebody is just participating despite not being. Have to be in the
Get some!
Well, and that's hopefully what I would consider a successful emulation of interest, in that you're trying to show that you care enough about the person that it doesn't matter what the topic is.
Or it's a matter of care.
I was just
I
warming
mean,
up.
That's Trump's.
I would imagine for a conversation. I would imagine for a conversation to continue, with exception of people who have severe introversion to the point where they don't enjoy talking with people. Full stop. Don't like talking with people. Care if they could have a job where they could stay in a room and never talk to anybody. Kind of extremes of introversion. You either have to care enough about the person or the topic to continue.
No, Asperger's makes it hard to talk about something you don't care about. Like,
Oh no, and I'm sure that there are other situations where that can interfere.
Because simply implies that I don't care about you or family.
No, and that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is you either don't care enough about the topic to the point where it's so boring that even the person you care about won't make the topic interesting. Or you don't care enough about the person. Say if you met someone on the street and you talk about something that you at most have a passing interest in, you're gonna be like, yeah, okay. And then when they go away, you're gonna be like, alright, that was annoying kind of situation.
Is apparently you can converse about wrestling, but neither of us have much interest in it. How do you?
I don't remember conversing about wrestling.
We watched those iPad videos.
We can do it!
I'm always willing to intake data.
Thinking about on things you're not interested in.
Well, collected data is still collected data.
I love data.
It can, information can always be used and rerouted to another topic or purpose at a later time. Either in metaphor or flat out, all physics is related to some other things.
Just as I expected.
Just as I expected, milk. Just as I expected, milk.
He always expects milk.
To be fair, milk is delicious.
That doesn't mean it should be expected.
I always expect.
Out of my sight.
I feathers to reveal thy glory. Angel feathers.
Ready?
First aid. Mirror thrust.
And another place, for example, where we diverge heavily that sometimes is difficult is I, and even Izzy, I've learned, really like cute things. And you're unfazed by cuteness, for the most part. You've said it yourself.
I have. But is it true?
You've said, other than, like, baby cats, most things you don't... I mean, you can acknowledge that they're cute, but it doesn't matter to you.
Let's begin the research. Sorry. Are you
I saw something. I saw rabbits. I would stop.
Yeah.
Angel feathers.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that, or just because you... If I were to put it in strict, stoic terms, you're analyzing that there's another life form that would be intimidated by your presence, and you have enough respect for that life form not to intimidate it any more than you need to.
No, I stopped.
I can show him rabbit videos, and he will.
I stopped to observe. the rabbits.
Received...
Light spear. He can light spear.
From here, I thought it said littlest sister.
Samantha said little saber. Everybody saw it differently. But the person closest, was the most correct. Furthest.
We all wear glasses.
Except I'm not wearing them.
Yeah, but we all do wear them.
Yes.
I got my glasses last week.
I need to get new glasses. Mine are like really old and the lenses have scratches.
Otters. I've watched otter videos where I've been like,
Ear thrust. Man, that was pathetic.
I have gotten enthusiastic about how adorable their behaviors.
Oxytocin is very important.
Alright.
We shall return in a little while.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Thank